All right, let's talk about something that is, well, it's just incredibly frustrating. You go on a fantastic first date. You feel that spark, that connection, and then, poof, nothing. Radio silence. Today, we're going to dig into the one silent mistake that tanks so many promising connections, and, most importantly, show you exactly how to avoid it.
I mean, seriously, think about it. You've been there, right? The conversation is just flowing, you're laughing, there's great eye contact. You walk away from that date thinking, yes, nailed it, second date is in the bag. And then, crickets. You send a text, and you either get nothing back or some super cold one-word answer. And you're just left scratching your head thinking, what in the world just happened?
If that story feels a little too real, well, you are definitely not alone. The fact is, a huge number of guys, we're talking like 95%, make this exact same mistake. And it's so subtle, you probably don't even realize you're doing it. But trust me, it can absolutely sabotage your chances of ever seeing that person again.
So what is this big silent mistake? Let's get right into the diagnosis. It's not really about something you said or some clumsy move you made, no. It's all about the energy you're putting out there.
This quote, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The problem isn't that you weren't trying hard enough. It's the complete opposite. It's that you were trying way too hard, and that overinvestment, which usually comes from a place of insecurity, totally changes the game, and not in a good way.
And there's a name for this behavior. It's neediness. You know, it's that little voice in your head that tells you to overcompensate by being extra available, showering them with attention, and just being too much. It's a strategy that's born from the fear of losing someone, but here's the crazy irony. It's the very thing that pushes them away.
And look, this vibe you're putting out, it's not subtle at all. It's basically shouting, please, please like me, please tell me I'm good enough. But real, genuine attraction, that's a whisper. It's not a billboard. When you're trying that hard to sell yourself, you just kill all the mystery and you rob them of the fun of discovering who you are for themselves.
Okay, so that's the diagnosis. We know what the problem is. Now the important part. How do we fix it? Well, there's a solution, and it's built on 4 really powerful principles. Let's call them the 4 pillars of desire. So these are the building blocks right here. First, we've got mystery, which is all about keeping them guessing. Then direction, to show that you're a man with a plan. Third is emotional variance, which keeps things exciting. And finally, self-control, which proves you have inner strength. Let's break down what each of these actually means. First up, mystery. The needy impulse, when you're asked a question, is to just dump all the information you have, right? You're afraid if you hold back, you'll lose their interest. But that just makes you predictable. Instead, you gotta leave them wanting more. If she asks you something kind of personal, just smile and say something like, you know what? That's a story for a great second date. Boom! That one little move flips the entire script. You're no longer the hunter, you're the prize.
Okay, pillar number 2, direction. And this is a big one. Over here you've got the classic nice guy who's so afraid of rejection that he never actually says what he wants. He just hopes for the best. But then you have the directed man. He's not afraid to say what he's thinking unapologetically. He's willing to risk getting a no, and that confidence is magnetic. It's literally the difference between becoming her new buddy and becoming her romantic interest.
Now for pillar 3, emotional variance. And I just love this metaphor. Be a movie for her, not a memo. Think about it. A memo is flat, it's predictable, it's boring. But a movie? A movie has ups and downs, suspense, laughter, drama. It takes you on a ride. You need to be that experience. Unpredictable, stimulating, not some flat, monotone character. That's what makes spending time with you unforgettable.
And that brings us to our final pillar, self-control. Look, it's pretty common for women to kind of test guys. They want to see if they're dealing with a mature man or an insecure boy. So maybe she gives you a little playful rejection or a challenge. Now, how do you react? If you get defensive or angry, you fail, instantly. But if you can just smile, not take it personally, and roll with it, you just demonstrated massive inner strength, and that is incredibly attractive. Okay, so when you put these 4 pillars together, mystery, direction, emotional variance, and self-control, they all point to one thing, the most critical piece of the puzzle, a total shift in your mindset. Here's the deal. You have to stop looking for her to validate you. Stop worrying, did she have a good time? Does she like me? Start behaving like you are the prize, like you're a challenge, a man with self-respect and plenty of options.
And never forget this. If you seem too easy for her to get, the implication is that you're easy for everyone to get, and that just kills your value.
All right, theory is great, but let's make this super practical. We've gone through the problem, the solution, and the mindset. Now, here is a concrete, step-by-step action plan for exactly what to do right after your next first date.
Okay, write these down. Number 1, consciously dial back your post-date intensity by about 30%. No text bombing. Number 2, lock in that second date before the first one is even over. As you're saying goodbye, just confidently say, hey, I had a really great time. We're doing this again, so let's figure out when. Number 3, go into every single date with the assumption that she already likes you. I mean, she agreed to meet you, right? And number 4, let her be the one to send that made it home safe text. Put the ball back in her court.
So when you boil it all down, it really comes to this. This is the one question you have to ask yourself. Are you out there playing the game just to get someone else's approval, to get validated? Or are you playing to win, operating from a place of confidence and self-worth, looking to make a genuine connection as an equal? Because how you answer that question, well, that's going to change everything.